guys, and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome to my channel. And yes, I am completely insane. "2023 felt like a pretty middle-of-the-road year for K-pop releases, all things considered, but I wanted to see how it really was. Now, I made a list like this in 2020, a no-commentary video ranking about 70 K-pop girl group title tracks, and for 2022 I wanted to make a similar ranking, but never got around to finishing it. I'm not sure what compelled me to do this, and I had no idea just how many songs I would be including when I started this project. Now, what do I mean by every K-pop song released in 2023? Obviously that is clickbait, as there's no way I could cover every K-pop song. I included every title track and promoted B-side with a music video that I could find that came out between December 1st, 2022 and November 30th, 2023. Obviously, I'm sure that I missed some songs, as it's impossible to get a comprehensive list of everything that released, but I tried my best. I started adding songs to the playlist in the middle of the year and then tiered them all on a 6-point scale from 0 out of 5 to 5 out of 5. This is actually an 8-point scale, as some songs were included in the elusive -1 out of 5 and 6 out of 5 tiers. Then I sorted the tiered songs into playlists and began to rank them. Lastly, I included every song ranked worst to best in a Spotify playlist for help with recording this video. The playlist, as well as the names of the songs in order, will be listed in the description of the video or pinned comment if I don't have room, as well as links to my Discord server and other social media. It would mean a lot if you like, comment, and subscribe, as I'm trying to grow my channel. I will be doing a grab bag review where you can request any song you want for me to review, not just K-pop, when I get to 500 subscribers. I also want to explain what a title track is, for those who aren't aware. In the West, title track usually just refers to the song on an album which contains the same name as an album. But in K-pop, title track refers to a promoted song, basically a single, which will be performed on Korean TV shows and usually features a music video and choreography. B-sides are any other song on the album that are not usually promoted, but some B-sides can go viral and end up getting videos or being promoted. So I will be including those before the album. I will be including those here as well, where I found them, as well as pre-release singles, basically songs that released before the album to hype up the release. I'll also be including some Japanese and English language songs by K-pop groups. There's a few songs made for OSTs, such as League of Legends, where I feel like it. I won't be including drama OSTs, remixes, different language versions of the same song, commercial songs, etc. I compiled this list through my own research and artists I follow on Spotify, as well as obtaining many of these songs from the new K-pop 2024/daily updates playlist by Onibot on Spotify. The playlist is still being updated, and I will link it in the description. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Now, before we can get to the great quality and variety that this year offered, we first have to take out the trash.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Number 476, Macaroni Cheese by Young Posse. I wish I didn't have to make this segment. Young Posse is a new girl group under DSP Media, and the members ranged between the ages of 14 and 20 at debut. This song is Cookie 2.0, a disgusting piece of jailbait that was written by and for adults who want to see high school freshmen in tight skirts singing lyrics like, "On the cream, pop it like a cheese, drop it on my body, all that cheddar cheese right here, then you eat it, easy peasy, already in my mouth, yeah, shorty like it greasy, short it like it cheesy, shorty goes like it hot, hot, hot." I wish I was making this up, but I'm not. The video and lyrics want you to think it's about actually liking mac and cheese, but that's clearly not what it is. Drop it on my body? The whole thing is very sexual, and while I wouldn't have a problem with this if they were all consenting adults, the actual song is pretty repetitive and features an annoying blocky hip-hop beat. It's a 2 out of 5 on sound, but that clearly isn't the case. Take these girls back to high school or start giving them age-appropriate concepts. We can leave this disgusting shit in 2023.
Wake up at 11:30, feeling like a bag of shit. Oh no! All my clothes are dirty, so I'm smelling like a bag of shit.
475, ETA by NewJeans. I know this song has fans, but I'm not one of them. I tore into it on my worst list, so go watch that. This video is gonna be long enough. 474, Laffy Taffy by Primrose. This song is obnoxiously sugary and cute with a clunky beat, rather annoying melody, and way too much going on in the mix. That just makes for an unpleasant listen. Primos are undoubtedly a talented group, but I don't want to hear any group make songs like this. 473, Bubble by Amirs. This would be a pretty solid song for a 90s hip-hop group if it wasn't for the bubbling sounds in the mix and the obnoxious shouting. The instrumental is genuinely irritating to me. Next, 472, Draw by iChillin'. You're going to see my own biases come through in this video, and one thing that is immediately apparent is that I do not like obnoxiously cute songs, especially ones that use nursery rhymes or just feel genuinely childish like this one. 471, Honey or Spice by Lightsome. I don't like Lightsome in general, and this one in particular has some very obnoxious mixing with way too much clattering and some pretty obnoxious vocals. 470, Gummy Bear by Dohansei and Big Un. Pop punk can work pretty well for me, as we'll see later in the list, but Dohansei's voice is just extremely nasal and grating, and it ruins any enjoyment I could have gotten out of this song.
Because I'm bad,
469, Shalala by Taeyong. This is the lowest ranked SM song on my list, and I'm usually very biased towards their artist and music. Noisy production can work, but this one just annoys me with its clattering percussion, which makes the strangely minimalist mix sound busy, which I didn't think was possible. Taeyong has a lot of charisma, but listening to this beat for too long gives me a headache. 468, Macarena by Blitzers. I don't know what the consensus is on this one, but I did see one person rate it positively when it came out. Honestly, my only issue with the song is that horn line, but it's very annoying. Not ETA levels of annoying, but certainly not pleasant. Number 467, Playground by Lunate Wave. Very annoyingly catchy trap song with production that once again gives me a headache. 466, Top Tier by Park Woojin. Once again, we have a beat that just grates on my nerves. Next, 465, One and Only by Boy Next Door. I know this group is popular, but I think this falls both into the annoying beat and obnoxiously cute categories. It's just not for me. 464, Festival by Sandra Park. As this is the solo debut from Dara F21 fame, I wanted to like this, but yeah, not for me. Obnoxiously cute and generally annoying. 463, To My Boyfriend by Uliwon. This is pretty obnoxiously cute, but the main issue is the terrible mixing. This feels like a low-budget parody group. Sorry. 462, Summer Comes by Oh My Girl. I generally don't like summer songs, and this one's beat just gets annoying after a while.
Had me at Meah.
461, Crayon by Golden Child. I was going to give this a 1, but I can recognize that it's well produced and performed, and the chorus vocal melody sounds pretty epic, but man, this is the perfect example of a song that is noisy, not in a fun, chaotic rave way, but in a this gives me a headache kind of way. I could see how this would work for a lot of people, but the instrumental struck an unpleasant note with me. 460, Ice Cream by TFN. This one has a pretty obnoxious reggaeton beat, weird noisy parts, and lyrics calling a girl their ice cream. Yeah, no thanks. 459, Sympathy by Shin Jimin. The instrumental and lyrics are pretty decent, but I really don't like Jimin's singing voice, which places it down here. 458, We Are Young by Tribe. This song is trying to be rock, rap, and jazz all at once, and outside of the rap verse, it's extremely obnoxiously cute, but doesn't get on my nerves as much as the songs in the tier below it. 457, Erde by Young Jae. Very boring trap R&B song. 456, What's Up by Adya. Their vocals aren't all there, and I'm not a huge fan of this instrumental. 455, Universe by Vicha. The songs they've released since were better, and this song has a nice positive message, but it's just too cutesy for me. 454, Chrome Arts by Only One Of. I can see what they were going for with this one, but the production leaves a lot to be desired, and the noisiness ruins the vibe. 453, Mirage by TFN. Low-budget production and average performances will make me forget this in record time. 452, Vroom Vroom by Tempest. Shit like this is why people don't like 4th gen boy groups. 451, Without You by Card. Good performances don't do enough to save this dreadfully boring song. Also, I hate Tropical House. 450, Love It by Unite. There isn't anything explicitly wrong with this one, it's just extremely generic. 449, AO by NCT127. We've really reached our second SM song, and this has to be one of the most soulless and uninspired NCT songs has made in a while. It has all the ingredients but no spice. 448, Delicious by The Boys. I enjoy a pre-chorus to this, but the chorus is kind of annoying. 447, Love or Die by the New Six. Another extremely generic trap song that I have nothing to say about. 446, Only Fun by Zodiac. I don't like toxic positivity. 445, Mayday by Kwangmin featuring Yoon Sungjae. I don't know what original comment you want me to make here. There are 467 songs and some of them just don't warrant any thoughts. 444, Roar by the Boys. Another song with a cool concept that's ruined by the mix being too busy. I'm noticing a pattern with these Swift boy groups. It's like they all want to be 80s, but they don't have the power to back it up. 443, Sunny Road by NCT 127. This song starts with scat singing. What? Otherwise, this is boring. 442, Get Loose by The Seven. Generic disco song of subpar production. 441, I Am Shampoo by BB. I love BB, but this SoundCloud-ass trap beat isn't getting anyone excited. 440, Next to Me by ATBO. Walmart NCT. 439, Smooth Sailing by Signature. I do not like summer songs. 438, Neverland by Nine Eye. This sounds like a Chainsmokers beat from 2017. 437, Lit by Stacy. Obnoxiously repetitive and too cute. 436, Throw a Dice by Zodiac. I'd like this more if it wasn't for that utterly empty chorus that is literally just noise. 435, Hello by J-Chan. Another item in a long list of boring trap R&B songs with cringy lyrics. 434, Planet by BXB. This has a nice melody, I just think the mixing isn't great. 433, Baby Baby by Namuyan. This song is literally an I Love You Baby song with an okay horn line and sugar levels of corniness. 432, Teddy Bear by Stacy. I can appreciate the video game sense, but the melody is very annoying and way too cute for me. 431, Metronome by PH1 and Kita. This reminds me of some Western artist and I can't be bothered to figure out who. 430, Fall in Love Again by P1 Harmony. Cute trap R&B song that I will forget in record time. 429, Loved by B.I. Why does he do that with his voice? 428, Roller Coaster by 24K+. I always appreciate a popcorn beat, but this is way too cute for me. 427, Aurora by Signature. It's smooth sailing, but not a summer song, so better. 426, Purr by Adga. I'm not seeing the vision with this group, sorry. 425, ASAP by NewJeans. Incredibly minimal and slight, NewJeans have done this sound better. 424, But Sometimes by Boy Next Door. I almost like this, but almost isn't the same thing as liking it. 423, None of My Business by ITZY. Better than Sneakers, but that's not a high bar. 422, Talk Sexy by Rise. Listen, I really want to support SM's new group, but it's hard when the song is called Talk Sexy and has this painful horn line. Love 119 isn't much better for the record. 421, Don't Call Me by 9 to 6. Shiny Outsold. 420, Weak by Teen Top. I respect it, but this was never really my sound and those ha-has got annoying real fast. 419, Junk Food by Omega X. The chorus ruins this. 418, Tic Tac by 8 Turn. This song tried to be NCT and still managed to be more memorable than AO. 417, Grabby Girl by Roo Sejong. This is a chill R&B song, but man, is this clingy, and also, just what a weird way of saying that. 416, Cupid by 50/50. I get why this resonated with so many people, but it's way too amateur and cute for me. Anyway, free 50/50. 415, Lovely by Akmu. Cute stuff is what they do, but that doesn't mean I have to like it. 414, Bang by Wib. Generic noisy boy group song, I just can't believe they named the group Wib. 413, Move by T5. Tame and Outsold. In all seriousness, I don't want a sexy song to be this noisy. 412, Fireworks by Card. I Hate Tropical House. 411, Tied by Cooing. When Cooing sticks to her wispy lower register, I can kind of enjoy this, but the high notes just hurt my ears. Sorry. 410, My Color by Illy1. This has much better production than To My Boyfriend, but it's still way too cute. 409, LOVE by Her Youngji. This style just really isn't for me. 408, Spring Breeze by Kim Jae-hwan. I'm not much into ballads, and this one is really pleasant, but unfortunately I'm not going to remember it. 407, Lucky Rocky by Rocky. This has a better sax line than Talk Saxy, but it still gets annoying. 406, Dystopia by Kingdom. It's hard to pull off dark concepts, and while I see the vision with this one, and Kingdom have nice vocals, it just isn't doing much for me. 405, Jump by Murray. There were 2 songs named Jump this year, and this is easily the worst of the 2. Not awful, but completely inessential. 404, Kick It For Now by the New 6. What's going to happen to this group when they're no longer new? Oh yeah, there's a song here. It's fine, I guess. 403, Good Enough by Chaniel. I'd vibe with this a lot more if the beat didn't sound like a dial tone. 402, Flirting by Mimi Rose. I see the vision, but this needed more time in the oven. 401, Sun Shower by Epics. Not a terrible summer song, I guess. 400, Gum by Jessie. This Jessie song sure does exist, doesn't it? 399, Baggy Jeans by NC2U. I get why y'all love this, but no. Sorry, I'm skipping. 398, Holy Grail by NXT. This is a noise song that almost works, but the second half of the chorus is annoying. 397, Trouble by Aven. I can almost kind of vibe to this, almost. 396, Closet by Sumin and Jonghwa. ASMR music, I won't elaborate. 395, Potential by Fantasy Boys. Another dark concept that falls flat. Also, them pronouncing potential as potential makes me really uncomfortable for some reason.
But we're stick together. Go middle of the road.
394, Coconut by Niju. This is a pretty cute and well-produced summer song that I respect more than I like, but Niju actually got good this year. 393, Aloha by Soyu and Bora. One of the better summer songs on the list, Soyu eats up this concept and the song is well-produced. 392, 7 Cents by Drippin'. Here we have a pretty average boy group song, which doesn't let its noisiness get in the way of its vibe and has a nice chorus melody. 391, Left Right by XG. This one has a nice catchy melody and feels more cohesive than Shooting Star. 390, Do It by Youngjae. Youngjae has a nice voice and this song is well produced with a pleasant chorus melody. 389, Sour and Sweet by Bam Bam. This is a pretty generic synth pop song that I wish layered the synths on a lot heavier, but as it is, this is enjoyable. 388, Cherry Coke by Yeon. The fact that this was taken down and re-uploaded to Spotify because of licensing issues is fucking hilarious, but the song itself is pretty by the numbers Teddy Park / P Nation clone with a catchy whistle drop that I can respect. 387, Salty Boy by OneWe. OneWe make a pretty enjoyable, upbeat, and well-produced pop rock song that doesn't do much to stand out. 386, Cho by Fevers. This one is a bit cute for my tastes, but it's well-produced with its orchestral sense and the girl's vocals sound good. 385, Waterfall by Unite. This one is just a fun, catchy little love song, not much else to it. 384, Lemonade by Dream Note. Now this is how you do a summer song. It's fast-paced, catchy, and sugary, just like the beverage it's singing about. Good for its genre. 383, Cool For You by NewJeans. This is basically a more fleshed out version of ASAP, which makes it better. Not much else to comment on. 382, Freakin' Bad by Extraordinary Heroes. I find this song kind of hilarious, and it would be better if they were just allowed to cuss, not to mention the assertions of being the baddest crack me up. That being said, this guitar melody is pretty sick. 381, Crazy Like That by Very Very. There are a ton of retro-inspired songs on this list, and Crazy Like That doesn't do much to stick out to me, but I enjoy it nonetheless. 380, Lemonade by Zodiac. If I squint, I could convince myself that this is a mid-tier NCT 127 song. Not bad. 379, Full Metal Jacket by Epics. I respect this one a lot for trying to bring a new metal edge to K-pop, but I don't really like the shouting on the chorus. 378, Lovesick by Sungmin. This one leans heavily into its retro influences with the horns and disco groove, and it's a pretty good time. 377, Dive Into by Hong Sung-woo. Another pretty standard trap R&B song, but this one understands how to be sultry and is better produced than the ones in the last tier. 376, Eyes on Me by Hello Gloom. This song has a 90s house vibe mixed with early 2010s EDM, which I can respect a lot. It's pretty unique from other songs on the list, which gives it points. 375, Groovy by Gravity. This reminds me of Love Me Right, EXO era, except, worse, but still decent. 374, Dangerous by Tempest. I like the R&B sound on the vocals. It gives me second and third gym vibes with a fourth gym polish. 373, Moody by Superkind. I Like You When You're Moody is a pretty funny lyric, but the song has a pretty chill reggaeton beat and some nice synths in the chorus that make me place it up here. 372, Serenade by Boy Next Door. This one is pretty good, and it gives me icon vibes for some reason. Not bad. 371, Everybody Hates Me by Swill. We have another pop punk song. but this one is considerably less annoying and better produced than the songs below it. Good stuff. 370, Ready to Move by Rin. This one has a nice disco groove, but I find the horns a little distracting. Still decent, though. 369, Blue by Zed. As you will learn throughout this ranking, synthwave is my weakness, so I can pretty easily get into this, although it doesn't lean as hard into the stems as it should, and I'm not a huge fan of the vocal melody. 368, Time by J-Chan. This song has a pleasant melody and overall chill vibe, which makes for great background music. 367, Shh by Pentagon. I've never been into Pentagon, but this one is pretty decent. It features house and EDM influences, and I can tell the members are talented. Their music has just never really stuck out to me. I'm not really sure why. 366, Bomb Kaboom version by Treasure. I generally prefer Treasure when they're as annoying as possible, and this song just isn't obnoxious enough to be interesting. It's not bad, though. 365, On My Way by Phoenix. This song is a mess, be it the pop rock chorus, out-of-place dub synths, or random background vocals, and the production isn't very good. That being said, I really enjoy the vibes of this song, and the chorus melody makes me happy. 364, Wind and Wish by B2B. There were a lot of comebacks from senior boy groups this year, and this one is sweet, and the vocals are incredible, but the production leaves a lot to be desired. 363, Blue Moon by Inflying. I wasn't sure Inflying was still making music, but this is a pretty nice pop rock song that's easy on the ears. 362, Bam 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 by Urine. I can respect a good chiptune vibe when I hear it, though this is still a little cute for me. It's more cohesive than Aria. 361, Favorite by Pal. This has a nice pop rock vibe and a pleasant melody. I wish the guitars popped a bit more, though. 360, Our Story by CMDM. This song gives a big first/early second-gen vibes with those big orchestral hits, drum fills, vocal harmonies, and out-of-nowhere rap verse. It's just a cute little blast from the past. I hope this group goes places. 369, Madeline by Limelight. I want to give a shout out to my friend Memoria, or Memoria Sunrise on YouTube, whose channel I will link below. And I also want to issue an apology because I know she loves this song. And look, I can see why. That popcorn scent on the chorus is super infectious, and the girls sound decent, but it just doesn't quite pop out to me the way that some of the songs above it do. I still really enjoyed this. 358, Bite Me by Enhypen. Every time I consider standing this group, they end up releasing a song I don't care for. This one grew on me a lot, and I can see why the fan base went rabid over it, but it desperately needs a bridge or something to make it complete. TikTok has destroyed music length, and it's sad. 357, On My Way by Kim Woojin. This was one of the harder-hitting pop-punk adjacent songs so far, though I hesitate to call it pop-punk. With its uplifting nature, it feels closer to J-Rock, and if I'm honest, I think that's a good thing. 356, Antihero by ICU. Shout out to Memoria again for making me aware of this one, and I mostly enjoyed it. Sadly, the production feels a bit messy, and their vocals aren't quite there yet, which holds it back from being truly good, but that little dark drop on the chorus is quite nice. 355, Lip Gloss by The Boys. Now, this is a good summer song. That Eurohouse piano, infectious bass lines, smooth synths, and charismatic vocals really sell the bright summery vibe of the song. 354, Ride or Die by Bae Youngguk. Just from this song, Bae Youngguk seems more of a rapper than a singer, and hearing a rapper on production like this is certainly interesting, but I'm not sure if it 100% matches. I love the darker synth vibes on the chorus, but I'm not digging the synth in the verses, which sounds eerily like Tropical House. Ugh. But the synthwave and borderline dark synth production on the chorus more than makes up for it. Good stuff. 353, Deep in Love by Great Guys. This song is very funky and fun, but can come across as a bit much at times. Audio sensory overload, if you will. It's still super fun, though. 352, Die For You by Dean. The last time I heard a Dean song was Instagram in 2020, and this one is a nice chill lo-fi R&B song with some more hip-hop style drums that I like a lot. Dean's voice is pleasant and unique enough to place it up here. 351, Drowning by Bobby and Soleil. I wasn't expecting Bobby to make a synth-pop song like this. Well, maybe it's more disco, but either way I like this. But Soleil's part is so good and very hot. Nice. 350, Dazzling by Pal. This one has a really nice funky guitar riff, and the guys sound good again. I like this a bit more than the other Pal song. Nice stuff. 349, Cotton Candy by Jin Young. Big Fairy of Shampoo vibes from this one. Nice. 345, Overdrive by Wei. This just sounds very K-poppy. I don't know how to explain it. Either way, I liked this one. 347, 16 by Horizon. This one is just super fun to listen to and has nice vibes to it. I just wish the name of the song and group wasn't so annoying to type. 346, Horizon by Jaehyun. From a group called Horizon to a song called Horizon, this one has a nice vibe. Jaehyun has a nice voice, and the song gives laid-back summery vibes. 345, Dang Dang by Mamamoo Plus. Not 100% my style, but they do it so well and sound like they're having a lot of fun, which I respect. And the song is super catchy. I like this. 344, Cheat by Crush. My only experience with Crush is the feature on Keys One of These Nights, and as a first impression of Crush as a solo artist, this is pretty good. I got a 90s hip-hop vibe with modern polish, and Crush seems like a really good singer. I liked this more than I expected to. 343, Synchronized by C and Blue. Okay, so every K-band in history is back, including C and Blue, and while I'm not too familiar, I guess their thing is mixing rock and funk. I'm not really sure, but this is pretty decent. 342, Golden Hour by Mark. This song is fucking hilarious as it sprang from a Twitter interaction from 2018 where a girl tweeted Mark's badly cooked eggs at Gordon Ramsay, saying her boyfriend cooked the eggs, and he told her to get back on Tinder, not knowing who Mark was, so he made this comedic, air quotes, diss track at Gordon, and has worked to improve his egg-making game since. Gordon stitched the song on TikTok, bringing this silly interaction full circle. Anyway, the song kinda slaps, though. 341, Amigos by BB and Becky G. BB works surprisingly well in a reggaeton production, and that's all I really have to say about this. 340, Ruckus by Ghost 9. This is how you make a noisy song without making it too overwhelming and actually featuring a catchy beat. All of the previous tiers need to take note. 339, New Dance by XG. This one is just fun, nothing else to see here. 338, Beam Me Up 2D x 3D by Superkind. This one has a pretty epic chorus, as the song is clearly sci-fi influenced and definitely sounds like it. This one is just cool. 337, Screen Time by Epic High and Hoshi. Epic High deliver great raps as always, and Hoshi is a nice feature for the song to balance it out. The beat is pretty laid back and chill, and it makes a nice, easy listening pace. 336, Fix You by Time. This one is just the epitome of fun and catchy, good vibes. 335, NewJeans by NewJeans. This Jersey Club / Baltimore Club aesthetic seems to work for them, and I have to give respect to NewJeans for being famous enough to have a song named after them this early on in their career. 334, Let's Dance by Lee Chaeyeon. This one is super fun and upbeat, and feels very summery, but I hope for something a little more cohesive next comeback. 333, New Tomorrow by Fantasy Boys. This is just solid boy group music. I'm not really sure what else to say here. 332, Vibe by Taeyang and Jimin. Jimin fits surprisingly well on this old school hip hop beat, and Taeyang could do this in his sleep, but the song is, dare I say, a nice vibe? Okay, I'll stop. 331, Erase Me by ONEUS. ONEUS are a very hit or miss group for me, and this song has a really great build-up, but with the bass, strings, and guitar, but that obnoxiously loud big room drop just kills the vibe entirely. Too bad. 330, Do or Die by Lim Young-woon. This is major late club boom / early EDM boom vibes, and it's very nostalgic for that reason. 329, Hangang Gangwang by BB. Since she's known for spitting fire, I feel like BB's singing voice can be very underrated, but she does well on a ballad like this. It's still kind of boring though, but makes for nice background music. 328, Paradise by Jay. Jay sounds good here, and this beat is pretty slick, and I love the whistling. Nice stuff. 327, Island by The Wind. I can definitely see this group going places, and this one gives me major second gen vibes. A lot of fifth gen boy groups are reminding me of older generations actually, which is a good thing considering how little of an impact the majority of fourth gen boy groups had. 326, Love Effect by On-Off. Another funk song with a dance beat and some cool piano. I enjoyed this. 325, Turn Me On by 9i. That little guitar riff during the chorus is super fun, and this is another one that gives me early 2010s vibes, which will always be a plus in my book. 324, Twinkle Twinkle by Illy-One. This is by far the best of the Illy-One songs here. It gives me strong early SNSD vibes, but it would be even higher if the production was better. Shame. 323, Love or Hate by Roo Sejong. Roo Sejong's voice is really pretty, and the song has a nice dreamy vibe in its production, which is enjoyable. 322, Paradise by Niju. This is a really cute ballad. I'm definitely impressed with Niju's vocals, as I had never really paid attention to them before. I'll always love a good pop rock ballad, and this one doesn't disappoint. 321, Paranoia by Heartsteel. This one isn't really K-pop, but I see it as sort of a male KDA. I only included it because of Bacon being on here, and of course he slays. The song is pretty disjointed, but a nice badass vibe when the mood strikes. 320, Over the Rainbow by Hi-Fi Unicorn. This seems to be a new K-band, and yeah, this one is pretty nice. I'm a big rock enjoyer, and the guitar work on the chorus is really nice. I give this a late recommendation. 319, Rockstar by Jay Chang. More second gen vibes. Nice. 318, Don't Leave Yet by Eric Nam. Eric Nam is a good singer, and this song has a nice vibe, where there isn't much to say about it. 317, Somebody by Dio. This is just a nice vibe. I am happy for Kyungsoo starting his own company as well. 316, Scratch by Greek. As already stated, I am a rock enjoyer, and this song has a big J-rock vibe with that piano on the second half of the chorus and some kick-ass guitars. Nice. 315, Coupe de Top by Kingdom. This one hits way harder than Dystopia for me, and it's absolutely noisy in a good way. I like those little flourishes of traditional instruments in the background, and they add a lot of character to the song. 314, Number Boy by Holland. Gay Rights. 313, Miss You by Bang Yedem. This is a really pretty piano ballad, and Yedem is clearly talented, but the na-na-na-nas get a little annoying after a while. 312, On My Youth by Wavy. I prefer Wavy when they make sweeping cinematic songs like Moonwalk, Turn Back Time, and Phantom, as opposed to 127 clones, but this isn't really that either. It's got a distinct Wavy vibe, even if I can't put my finger on it. It's a really nice song. 311, Without You by Yuju. Dreadfully boring piano ballad saved a tear by Yuju's god-tier vocals. 310, Medusa by Just B. This one had a really fun rock vibe, I just wish the production was a bit better. 309, I'll Be There by Jay Chang. This is some 2017 EDM nostalgia right here, and I'm all here for it. 308, Nobody by John Soyeon, Winter, and Liz. Blatant cash grab by all companies involved, and the girls feel like they are phoning it in. That being said, they are all excellent performers even when going on autopilot. 307, Cake by ITZY. The main part of the chorus and the verses are great, but the constant repetition of Cake definitely brings it down a tier. 306, OMG by NewJeans. I'm not as over the moon with this one as most people seem to be, but it's still an enjoyable, catchy little pop song. 305, Fly Away by AB6. This one is super catchy and just puts a smile on my face. 304, Already Go Ready by CMDM. Once again, I'm rooting for this group. I see a ton of potential from these guys with their vocals. I also dig the funky instrumental. 303, Your City by Jung Young-ha. This one is simultaneously catchy and epic. Good job. 302, Be With You by Only. This one is higher than it should be, and it's still held back by its production, but the combination of rock with the Y2K aesthetic just makes me happy for some reason. 301, 20 by Swan. Swan has a really unique singing voice, which I enjoy a lot, and the song is very laid back while maintaining a nice groove. 300, Loco by Third Eye. This group used to make superb noise music, and as their first comeback in over 2 years, I can't help but be a little disappointed. This is a nice chill Afrobeat song though, and I can respect it for what it is. 299, Lucky by Kim Jae-hwan and Bobby. This one is super funky and it's a bop. I just think Bobby's rap is very out of place. Not every song needs rap, folks. 298, Ponytail by Yeogyum and Sik-hye. This one has a nice chill R&B vibe and is all around well produced and performed. 297, Beyond by 9. I didn't know 9 from Sonic Prime made a K-pop song. Just kidding, but this one is some pretty sweet synthwave. I can respect that. 296, Performer by Vanner. Discount Superhuman, but still good. 295, Angel by Ace. Ace is one of the few groups that can get away with making ballads because their vocals are just that good. 294, Melting Point by Zero Base One. We'll be seeing ZV1's other 2 songs much later in this list, but it's rare that I have seen a boy group get this much hype out of the gate. But I can definitely see why. I'm not a huge fan of this sound, but this one is greatly enhanced by who is performing it. 293, Puzzle by SF9. Synthwave is my weakness, but this one doesn't do anything too different to stand out. Still nice though. 292, Panorama by Icon. Why does this feel like they're trying to reverse engineer Love Scenario? Anyway, it's about 2 tiers worse, but still okay. 291, Shining Bright by CSR. CSR is clearly who everyone wants to be, and I can respect it a lot. Sure, this is still a little cute for me, but I can make exceptions, and the chorus to this one is just so happy I can't help but want to get up and dance. 290, Kepler, Grand Prix by Kepler. Ah, Kepler, my Agents of Chaos, I love you. We Fresh 2.0, and I'm glad they decided to troll everyone with this. 289, ISTJ by NCT Dream. Man, this NCT Dream song sure does exist, doesn't it? 288, Only for a Moment by Eric Nam. Man, this Eric Nam song sure does exist, doesn't it? 287, What's My Name by Maeve. I feel bad for calling them an AI group. They're not AI. They're virtual artists like Apokee or, God forbid, Gorillaz. This song tries to split the difference between aespa and Everglow and gets halfway there. Good attempt, girls. 286, Back for More by TXT and Anita. If this was the TXT alone version, it would be a 5 out of 5, but I do not like Anita. Either way, this song has a really great disco groove, and TXT work well on it. 285, Lolo by Yeogyum. This is how you make a hot song of trap beat, guys. Take notes. 284, Dreamwalking by Kim Doa. This is nice. I've got nothing else to say, really. 283, XOX by Moon Jong-up. Okay, I was really getting into this until the generic da-da-da part. It was almost hot. Male soloists need to step it up, but I can also recognize my standards are too high. 282, Hello Goodbye by Drippin'. The Beatles outsold. 281, Effortless by Ace. They're never gonna make another song like Undercover, are they? This is still good though. 280, New Days by Trends. This one is a bop. It's very catchy. I don't know. Why don't you try writing a script with 500 songs in it? 279, I Do Do You by Kepler. I am so sorry, Memoria. I know this is like your favorite song of the year, but this isn't 100% my thing. Sorry. Anyway, not weird enough. 278, Doobie Doobie by Artbeat V. Now these are some 90s vibes and I like it. 277, On the Street by J-Hope and J. Cole. I'm convinced that the only reason these two collabed is because their stage names both have J in them. Either way, the song is nice, I guess. 276, Cheeky by Elzop. This one has a similar issue to me to Cake, where I really like most of the song, but the constant repetition of Cheeky is very annoying. 275, Overdrive by I.M. Not my typical genre, and I don't like this heavy use of autotune, but the beat goes hard, and I can appreciate how epic it sounds. 274, Only One by Bang Yedem. I guess this one is more 2000s than 90s, but it still gives me those vibes. Nice. 273, But I Like You by Boy Next Door. Finally, a Boy Next Door song I sort of like. This one is really catchy, and I came closest to seeing Division with this one. Cool. 272, Love You Twice by Ha Yoonjin. Self-esteem issues? Nah, Yoonjin, you're too perfect for that. Seriously, marry me, Yoonjin. 271, Do It Like That by TXT and Jonas Brothers. This collab works way better than I expected it to, and everyone sounds good here. This one has a super funky beat and doesn't take itself too seriously, which I can respect. 270, Da La La by Yuju. Yuju, please make another song like Play, I am begging you. 369, Kickstart by iChillin'. Welcome to the Disney Channel. Watch iChillin' get up to their usual antics as they can't decide what musical genre is best for them. 268, The Wonderful Escape by UKISS. Holy 2012, Batman! Are you sure I didn't just go through a time warp? 267, Rose Blossom by Heikey. When did Heikey get good exactly? With a bit more polish, this could be some great stuff. 266, Watch It by The Boys. Finally, a The Boys song I like on this list, and yeah, it's a lot more subtle than the others. This is how you win me over. 265, Party O'Clock by Inmix. I'm still mad that they abandoned Mix Pop, but this is a perfectly nice summer song. Probably their worst title track, but not bad either. 264, Shooting Star by XG. If I actually liked the verses, this would be way higher, but man, the chorus is sticky. 263, POW Play on the World by Cherry Bullet. Would be a 5 if the rest of the song sounded like the pre-chorus, but the chorus completely ruins it with its obnoxious shouting. 262, Hidden Side by Hwang Min-yoon. Not bad, not bad. I won't remember this tomorrow, but I can respect Min-yoon for not completely embarrassing himself. 261, Like Heaven by Kwon Yoonbi and Paul Blanco. I didn't know I needed Yoonbi to make an easy listening song, but here we are. 260, Abracadabra by Baeko. What an interesting take on Brown Eyed Girl's Abracadabra, and I actually don't hate it. Interesting. 259, NYCT by NCTU. I'm biased, but this is genuinely quite nice. I'm also going to question how they're walking on the city, though. 258, Must Be Nice by One Pact. Another nice EDM song with a drop that doesn't suck. 257, D&D by A-Pink. A big downgrade from Dumb to Rum and Dilemma in my opinion, but that bassline fucks. 256, Get Out by Vince. That's an interesting drop with that vocal sample. I kinda dig it. 255, XL by 8 Turn. I enjoy some good noise music with rock elements. Nice stuff. 254, Karma by Pixie. This is just Villain again, but worse. Also, this combined song thing has been done. Whatever, it's still Pixie, it slays. 253, Star by Dawn in 10 centimeters. I'm writing this after Hyuna made a complete fool out of herself, and I seriously wish the best for Dawn. Imagine wasting years of your life on that bitch. 252, Pull Up by Viviz. This is actually kind of good. Not a fan of that horn line, though. 251, Kiss Me Baby by Elast. This one has a nice synth line, I dig. 250, Unbelievable by Lucy. Lucy holds the distinction of being the only K-band with a violinist, and that makes their music have a distinct sound. I enjoyed this. 249, Siren by AB6. Have AB6 been good this whole time? Who would have thunk it? 248, Love Me Again by V. Man, this V song sure does exist. 247, Rainy Days by V. This type of downbeat R&B isn't really my style, but V sounds great, and I respect these songs a lot. 246, Slow Dancing by V. This one has the best melody out of the three in my opinion, and it feels a bit more energetic than the other two songs and fits its title well. 245, Puppet Show by XG. Can we call XG 5th Gen? I know they debuted in 2022, but they didn't pop off until 2023, and yeah, I like this one too. 244, Flower by Jisoo. Disappointed but not surprised. All Eyes on Me slaps, by the way. 243, Rover by Kai. And the most overrated song of the year award goes to, in all fairness to Kai, he does improve on Dara's song, or at least the production is better. I guess whichever one you find hotter depends on which way you swing, but I digress. But saying this song is more than just decent feels disingenuous to me, but to each their own. 242, Young Dumb Stupid by Inmix. They trolled us in the best way possible, and it kinda slaps. This did make my Spotify Wrapped, so make of that what you will. 241, On and On by Ampersand1. Banger. 240, Lime and Lemon by TVXQ. One of their best one of the best summer songs by far, and TVXQ are slaying 20 years into their career. Down and Rebel were excellent, by the way. 239, You and Nia by Billy. I haven't 100% vibed with any of the songs since Ring My Bell, but this one is an example of why. All the ingredients are there, but the girls are very talented, but it just needs that extra something to fully click with me. 238, Stay by Saturday. Illy 1, Take Notes. 237, Giddy by Kepler. Not chaotic enough, but still some quality stuff. 236, BYOB, Bring Your Own Best Friend by Billy. I didn't know what to do with most of the Billy songs, so they all just kind of sat around here. This one is super cute though. 235, God of Music by 17. This is an example of why I can't fully stand 17. After releasing their best song, they released this. I prefer their EDM stuff to their funk stuff, but this is still decent, I guess. 234, GGBB by Mamamoo Plus. Would be up a tier if not for that baffling breakdown, but this is jazz done right. 233, Who's Next by Lapillus. If Kepler and Billy won't release weird music, I'll take Lapillus being Glorious Agents of Chaos. Why wasn't Marionette the title track though? It was so good. 232, Odd Venture by MC and D. This is the best MC and D song I've heard, and I'm a video game enjoyer. This is unique, I like it. 231, Target by Classy. I can't put the entire song in a higher tier just because of the drop, but damn, that drop is hard. The rest of the song isn't too shabby either. It's giving musical theater. 230, Let Me In by EXO. We are so back, folks, and for a pre-release, this downbeat song is quite nice. 229, Limitless by ATEEZ. Subpar by AT standards, this one feels really disjointing to me. I'm not sure why. Still fun though. 228, Beep Beep by Jessica. A Jessica comeback was not on my 2023 bingo card, but this is quite nice. My only complaint is her saying, "You've got to do better, boo." I'm not even sure if I should be saying that. 227, Wait by Dino. I'm pretty curious to hear more solo stuff from the 17 members, and this is a pretty nice song. I could see more good stuff coming from Dino. 226, Galileo by Kepler. Not weird, but still pretty good. 225, A Very Personal Story by Davichi. This is certainly a Davichi song. That's it, that's the comment. 224, People Part 2 by Augustine IU. A nice collab that just makes sense, but not my preferred musical style from Augustine. 223, Flight by Yuha. She did not drop the best song of 2022 and then dip for over a year, only to release this nice but pretty generic song, but whatever. 222, Perfect Night by Le Seraphim. The way this tricked me into thinking it was an actual comeback and not a song for freaking Overwatch, it grew on me a lot anyway. Those vocal harmonies are really nice. 221, Dang Hocus Pocus by Billy. Now that's more like it. 220, AI Babe by Lev. Okay, this is probably way too high, but I'd be lying if I said this wasn't sticky as hell, and the beat is unironically really good. Still loses points for being a song called AI Bay. 219, Tantara by Icon. I don't care who you ask, that beat is nasty, and I am so on board. Everyone else is pretty generic, though. It sounds like a YG song. I know they left YG by this point, but the sound is still there, and it's pretty nice. 218, Broken Melodies by NCT Dream. This is genuinely really cute. Good stuff. 217, Your Love by Moon, Soojin, and CK. I really like Soojin's voice, that is all. 216, Hey Rodrigo by Yin and Yuki. I used to hate this one, but mainly because of the whole Olivia Rodrigo thing, which I don't have time to get into here, but as a song, this actually really slaps, and hearing Yugi on anything is always a plus. 215, Save Me by Mamamoo Plus. Moonbyul's singing is underrated and Solar slays as always. This is a vibe. 214, Hands Up by NCT Wish. Pretty hype NCT song, I dig. It was also hilarious when they were just called NCT New Team. 213, Feel Me by Golden Child. Was not expecting a gocha pop punk song or for it to be good, but here we are. 212, Memories by Rise. Seunghan did nothing wrong. 211, Discord by Cure. Not exactly sure if this is a virtual band or what, since I've seen clips of animation, but either way, another female K-band is a huge plus, and I hope they can carve out a niche for themselves. 210, The Girls by Blackpink. This shouldn't count, but it's my list, screw it. A rejected song from Blackpink produced by Ryan Tedder of all people and released for the Blackpink mobile game. The song still slaps, I just wish it had a bridge. 209, Baddie by IVE. Sure, it's their worst title track, but it's not bad and does not ruin their discography, and sometimes you just got a baddie, pretty little risky baddie. 208, Ringo by ITZY. ITZY love to follow up subpar Korean title tracks with Japanese tracks that go super hard. This is my least favorite of the three, but I still like it a lot. Also, get well soon, Leah. 207, You by Vince. You.
I'm good, I'm great, I work, get paid, thank God, all day. 나는 좋아, 난 멋져.
206, We Go by The Wind. Finally, out of the threes, woo! This song, it just puts a big old smile on my face, good stuff. 205, I Need Love by DKB. This is a pretty slick deep house song and I'm here for it. 204, Wild Heart by Lunate. I am so happy that there was so much fresh boy group music this year. The vocals on this are also great. 203, First Class by 82 Major. 8 of Jack Harlow, and besides, this is a true first-gen throwback, and I love it. 202, F by Bobby. Sometimes I just like hearing K-pop stars dropping F-bombs. 201, You by Icon. This bangs. 200, TGIF by XG. I'm so Tahiti, hot and breezy, off the heezy, on that IGYTTT, fresh to death, my flyness, blessed like heaven sent me, God's my witness, this drip's a technique. 199, Heartbeat by Ton. Big EXO vibes, and that's a win. 198, The Sixth Summer by Plave. Finally, an actually good summer song. Great job, guys. 197, True for Dare by Pixie. It's a damn shame that Pixie's company seems to have run out of money to promote them, as this song didn't even get a music video, but the song is really good. They spent too much money on their own videos. On their old videos, that's for sure. I hope the girls got paid. 196, Selfish by Nicole. Nicole is our disco queen, and you will not dispute this. 195, Soul Drift by Only One Of. Now, this is how you make good noise music. Thanks for showing us how it's done. 194, Hoodie E Bimbaji by Lee Hururi. Huri is good. 193, Golden Age by NCT 2023. This is sweet and epic. 192, Do or Die by Zykers. I know some people said Zykers is just 80s 2.0, but I disagree. I think they have more of a rock sound as opposed to EDM, but anyways, this slaps. 191, Wormhole New Track by Insign. Of course I was going to have a truly weird song in my upper tiers. This is me. What an interesting debut. This song is pure chaos, but also kind of great. Check it out if you're curious. 190, Let It Be Summer by Young K. Here's how you make a good summer song. Step 1, make a kick-ass rock song. Step 2, release kick-ass rock song. 189, Give You My All by Highlight. Highlight is still making music? Okay, this is quite good. Seniors need to show everyone how it's done. 188, Gravity by Wonwee. A rock song with an anti-drop, who would have thought? 187, The One by Lee Sung-jong. What can I say? Synthwave is my weakness. 186, Do Not Touch by Misamo. K-pop, more songs about consent, please. 185, Light of My Life by Chen. 3/4 time signature strings and Chen-Chenning everywhere. I don't need anything else. 184, Ready or Not by Gravity. Yes, this is how it's done. 183, I by Park Bom and Dawn. I love Bom's voice so much, y'all. She just elevates everything she's on. 182, Fast Forward by John Somi. Thank you, Teddy Park. 181, Cherry Talk by Triple S. Biggest grower of the year. Chaos in a good way. I love those orchestra hits. It's giving first gen. 180, Independent Women by Eite. More women making slayful music, please. 179, Mysterious by Nicole. What can't she pull off at this point? Hashtag bring back real women. 178, Set Me Free by Twice. A bit of a shrinker, to be honest, but still a great disco song, only brought down by its out-of-place rap. 177, Shung by Taeyang and Lisa. This is a nice Taeyang song, and it's brought up an entire tier by Lisa from Blackpink being on it. What more can I say? 176, Movie Star by Miju. This is how we do house music. Thanks, Miju. 175, Back to Me by The Rose. This is so over-the-top emo, and I mean that in the best way possible. 174, Pandora by Maeve. Metaverse core done right, great stuff. Whoever that girl is hitting the high notes needs a raise, I can tell you that much. 173, Taxi Joe Yuri. That piano line is so good, and Yuri sounds great. The synths are in the right amount of punchy, and IDK why I thought I wouldn't like this. 172, Thrill by Elast. Quality noise music. 171, Nothing But by Young K. This man's voice makes me ascend. 170, Hashtag Me Now by Fromis9. Can we stop putting hashtags on song titles, please? Anyway, I don't usually like Fromis songs, but this one has a pretty great disco groove, and the girls are certainly talented. Nice stuff. 169, Touch Plus by Triple S. What if the 5th gen is just the 1st and 2nd gen in a trench coat? 168, Seven Heaven by Purple Kiss. Perky's worst title track is still really good, actually. Shocker. They do not miss. 167, Vroom Vroom by Weekly. What a great return to form. I support this fully, even though I am one of the 3 people who actually liked Vinpara. 166, Starlight by Secret Number. Secret Number put out a lot of bangers this year, and this one has a really catchy chorus with a nice synth-pop vibe, and the girls sound great. 165, Hyundai R&B by BB. BB is so smooth, I'm surprised she's human. 164, 7 by Jungkook and Lotto. This song is unironically pretty good, but hearing Jungkook say night after night I'll be fucking you right still makes me laugh for some reason. 163, Honestly by Limelight. This one has a really dreamy vibe that I enjoy a lot. Their vocals are legit really good here. I see the potential. 162, Masquerade by Midnight. This is just another really solid house song. 161, Showdown by Alice. This one has a popcorn sounding synth, kind of like Madeline, and it's just a really well-constructed pop song. I don't like it as much as Dance On from last year, but this is solid. 160, Summer Island by Yoon Ji-sung. I definitely don't dislike all summer songs, and this one is the perfect example of the kind of summer song I do like. The bass groove is really satisfying. Ji-sung sounds like he is having fun, and the pre-chorus has the proper build-up to a nice drop that doesn't take itself too seriously. 159, Dear My Light by Dawn. I definitely took Dawn's vocals for granted when he was with P Nation, as their style of music doesn't really allow for vocal show-off, but this one definitely impressed me and is just a really solid ballad. Again, I seriously wish him the best. 158, Super Shy by NewJeans. Now, this was the song of the summer. Even though it wasn't technically a summer song, it's also relatable, and I'm really bad at talking to people, you know. Once I know you, I will talk your ear off. Either way, this song has some nice UK garage production that the girls ride effortlessly, and with a bright youthful energy and catchy choreography, this was all over the internet last summer. 157, Boom by Rocket Punch. So I have some history with this group, putting their 2 2020 songs at the bottom of my girl group ranking for that year, and I stand by Bouncy and Juicy not being for me, but in 2022 they released 2 excellent songs, Chiquita and Flash. Boom is not on the level of those 2 songs, and it's more the style of their old songs, which I should hate. I'd like to think I've matured since then. I can like sugary cute songs when they're done right. Nuna Nada by Signature was one of my favorite songs of 2020, and this feels like the sound that a song like Juicy was going for, but much more refined, and they sound so happy. I don't have it in me to be mad at this anymore. 156, Love War by Yena and Bayo. I'd say I used to be a Yena auntie. Well, not really. I don't hate any K-pop artists, but her music at the beginning of her career was definitely not for me, as it was very bubblegum. But this is a chill R&B breakup song that is a duet and features a very satisfying bass line, and Yena showing some range and restraint in her vocals, so I appreciated her for trying something new. 155, Psycho by With Us. I'm not really sure what you call the genre of boy group music exactly. Like, yes, this is definitely noisy, but it's got a dark and very epic / anthemic vibe to it. This is the sort of sound that ATEEZ does really well, and while With Us are certainly no ATEEZ, this isn't a bad attempt at all. 154, Roller Coaster by Inmix. I thought I was done with the summer songs, but I forgot how much of a bop this one was. I would describe the sound of it as if View and Oompa Oompa had a child, and I didn't know that I needed that combination, but here we are. Their vocals are incredible as always, and this one is just a vibe. 153, Bad Reputation by Jennie. Yeah, right after that last entry, we have a solo song from a former Inmix member, Jennie, and yeah, going solo is hard, and she did a really good job. I like her voice a lot, and the eerie high piano notes of this song contrast well with the lighthearted tone of the lyrics. It's a lot like Bad at Love by Halsey with its subject matter. I just wish the song was a bit longer, but overall, this was good. 152, Girls Capitalism by Triple S. Triple S is really one of the most fresh and unique sounding groups out right now, and this song is no exception. It's a lot like Generation from 2022, but with twice as many members, which makes the vocal harmonies a lot more fleshed out. This song is incredibly infectious, and the production is fresh, and just gives good positive vibes. I have to say, it's pretty funny that the song was released in China, and the title and references to capitalism in the music video were censored, but this song is more about girls with self-confidence than capitalism. Still funny, though. 151, This Is Love by Queen's Eye. Nugu means nobody in Korean and is used as a somewhat derogatory term to refer to K-pop groups with low budget and little popularity. Queen's Eye is one of the best produced Nugu groups I have come across, and their vocals are nothing to scoff at either. This is just really well constructed pop song, and once again, hats off to them and their producers. 150, Wave by IVE. This one is just super catchy and fun. I don't really think IVE are capable of making bad songs, and this one had a great summery vibe, which I can definitely appreciate from them. 149, Stamp on It by Got the Beat. A huge improvement over Step Back, and Dim Joint's production is very hit or miss for most people, but personally, I love most of his stuff, and this one features a beat that is a combination of hip-hop and R&B, with some infectious looped vocal samples. The girls sound fantastic as expected, and the chorus is modern SM goodness. The post-chorus goes more heavily into R&B vocals, and the song follows this format through the second chorus. The song is almost 4 minutes and goes to a lot of places. The first bridge features heavily ethereal vocals and more minimalist production before going into that dance break. The song structure is very similar to Girls and Savage by aespa. Then we have the second bridge of sorts, which is with a rap part over the EDM breakdown before going into a proper final chorus with ad-libbed goodness. This is some great stuff. And as much as I hate SM from a management perspective, I can't deny that they are hiring great producers to make songs that don't feel like TikTok bait. 148, Small Talk by Kim Sung-kyu. I like myself a good new disco song, and this is certainly that. 147, Loser by AB6. Oh, I guess my theory about AB6 being good was correct, nice. 146, Blue Moon by Jay. I love 3/4 Time. 145, Synchronized by XN. If promoted properly, they have the potential to go big. Since Blackpink won't be so active anymore, I need another group to blast my ears. Thanks, XN. 144, Bono Bono by Treasure. Ah, that's the stuff. Good and obnoxious, just as we like it. 143, Tricky House by Zykers. This is definitely a way to make a first impression, and I'm so here for it. That drop is awesome, and the guys have so much energy. You have to remember they share producers with ATs before you accuse them of sounding the same, and Do or Die doesn't sound like ATs, so you can stop saying that anyway. 142, Unbeatable by Tiot. Cool, more new metal and K-pop, and this does not disappoint. It's an underutilized sound, and I think Tiot absolutely nailed it with some pretty impressive vocals as well. 141, Algorithm by Heejin. Y'all were right about Luna, I'm sorry I didn't see the vision. 140, Sweet Venom by Enhypen. Basic doesn't mean bad, people, and sometimes less is more, but seriously, stop pandering to TikTok and give them bridges. 139, Predator by Lee Gui-kyung. Synthwave is my weakness. 138, Savior by Puzzle. Delightfully chaotic and talented vocals. I'm here for it. 137, Kitsch by IVE. Y'all hate fun. 136, Girl Gang by XG. XN and XG are in the race to be the new Blackpink, I see? Good. 135, Moonlight Sunrise by Twice. Oh wow, a tropical song I actually really like. Twice be like that, I guess. 134, This Love by Hyolyn and Paul Blanco. This one is just a solid synth-pop duet, playlisted. 133, Howl by True. This song is really great and ethereal and all that, and synthwave is my weakness, but guys, please check out My Palace from her EP, it's so good. 132, Nothing But by Lee Junho. Second gen vibes, and I am so here for it. 131, Haze by Lucy. Lucy is such a cool and unique band, I love this. 130, Come On by Janee featuring Amin. Okay girl, get it, I understand why you went solo now. 129, Doxa by Secret Number. Their best Korean title track since debut, Minji is eating up the vocals, and that chorus is undeniably catchy. I just wish the budget on the horns was a bit better, but everything else is chef's kiss. 128, Get a Guitar by Rise. What a fun and unique SM song, while still sounding like an SM song. If only their other songs were this good. 127, Wanderer by Nell. Definitely not K-pop, but a lot of K-bands in the K-pop sphere are clearly influenced by them, and this is my list, so screw it. The Nell EP was really good, and Wanderer is a very chill-sounding song that is kind of depressing when you look into the lyrics. Just what I want. 126, Killing Me Good by Geo. I think I was pretty underwhelmed when this released, but it grew on me a lot. This suits her so well, and it's cool that she won an award, but this is not the best solo dance performance of the year, but we'll get to that much later. 125, Seoul, Such a Beautiful City by High Key. Okay, High Key is going on full synth pop with this one, and it fits them so well. This is a banger. 124, Baila Conmigo by Juanes. All the male soloists and boy groups that contain adult members, this is how you make a song hot. Please take notes. 123, 3D by Jungkook and Jack Harlow. This is so early 2000s, Timberlake coded, and it is a bop. I don't even mind that Jack Harlow is here. Good stuff. 122, Chico Malo by Mama Mu Plus. Is this the female version of Baila Conmigo? I'm not sure, but damn, this is hot. I've said this before, that I'm gay for the entirety of Mamamoo, and I stand by that. 121, Hear Me Out by EXO. It was so nice to have EXO back, and that's all I gotta say. 120, Save Me, Kill Me by 6. 6 is another 4th gen boy group that generally makes good music, and this ethereal little gem is absolutely no exception. 119, Off the Record by IVE. Even when they are going on autopilot, IVE are still great. 118, The Soul Savior, I Don't Need a Superman by Billy. I like Billy more the weirder they get, and this is a prime example of that. There is really no other group like them. 117, Bad News by Kiss of Life. I've never heard a song like this in K-pop before, and Kiss of Life's vocals and charisma are no joke. Stand Kiss of Life. 116, Bet on Me by ITZY. This is such a positive and inspiring song about how it's okay to lose sometimes, and if you get knocked down, you can always get back up, and relying on yourself. And most of all, it's so ITZY. I can't see another group making this, and that's what makes it great. 115, Hare Hare by Twice. Never mind what I said about Roller Coaster, this is the best summer song of 2023. Twice can pull this off so effortlessly, and it is just so fun and genuinely a bop. Great stuff. 114, Vuja Day by Yuno. Yuno is cool. I like Yuno. If you want to find someone making unique songs, you found your guy. 113, Heart Race by Niju. I never expected to like a Niju song this much, but this one is just so happy and infectious, I can't help but be obsessed. Great video game vibes as well. 112, Alarm by iChillin. I will always think of this as the Piri sample, but it works well on Alarm too. This is the style of music I want iChillin to make. Great stuff. 111, Fighting by BSS featuring Lee Youngji. Fighting is genuinely one of the most fun and loose songs of the year, and I'd be lying if I said I don't have a big fat smile on my face when this comes on. 110, Show Me a Little by Shonu and Hyungwon of Monsta X. Yes, show them how it's done. This is very hot with a side of sinister. Good job. 109, Good and Great by Key. Okay, fine, I like it now. Key got to me. I guess you could say he's the key to my heart. Well, anyway, this song is just so carefree with the cringy lyrics. Don't even bother me that much anymore. 108, Abyss by Woods. I think I might have to stand Woods. It's a shame he's going to the military soon, or may have already gone, I'm not sure. Anyway, his voice is great, and I love this rock ballad direction. Great stuff. 107, S-Class by Stray Kids. If you hate this, I totally get it, but for me, this is just what Stray Kids is, and it's a bop. I don't care if it's repetitive as long as it's fun, and S-Class is certainly that. Not sure what's up with that rap verse that changes tempo out of nowhere, though. That was weird. 106, SOS by King Daniel. This is power pop perfection, complete with those pounding say don't so chords, and King Daniel sells this. What can I say? Great stuff. 105, Sensitive by Lusemble. I think I get Luna now. 104, Black Eye by Vernon. Now this is how you do pop punk. I'm very excited to hear more from Vernon, certainly. 103, Blue by Dream Note. This song is so pretty, they're very underrated. 102, I Not Equal Doll by Ha Yujin. Yujin is so good. Marry me. Joking aside, we need more songs like this in K-pop. Idol doesn't mean your doll to fuck with. I'm more than just a pretty face. They pick apart my body and throw the rest away. Fans need to stop tearing people, especially women, down for their looks and be angry about them not being perfect. Seriously, go touch grass. 101, Nobody Knows by Kiss of Life. Burlesque anthem I didn't know I needed. Natty, are you single? 100, Knock by Lee Chae-yeon. This was one of the most infectious and awesome dance challenges of the year. Chae-yeon is one of the best female dancers of her generation, and the B-sides on this EP were great as well. I can't wait to see more from her. 99, Good Day Special Daily by Weekly. This is just genuinely adorable. 98, Wonder by The Rose. Whoever that guy hitting high notes on the choruses needs a raise right now. 97, Break the Break by Extraordinary Heroes. There were a surprising number of nu metal songs this year, and this one was undoubtedly the best. That post-chorus goes way too hard. 96, Unnormal by Queen's Eye. Nugu Nobody Knows is incredible. Who would have thunk it? Seriously, check this one out. 95, Icky by Card. They deserve their first win so bad. This is their best song in years. 94, Better Things by aespa. 2014 era Ariana core, and I fully endorse it. 93, Batter Up by Baby Monster. I'm glad people have finally decided that this song is good because it's good. 92, Shh by Kiss of Life. This is how you debut. Take notes. 91, Social Path by Stray Kids and Lisa, the Japanese singer, not Lisa from Blackpink. Lisa is so cool, and this drum and bass bop with Stray Kids is no exception. Great stuff. 90, Changed Man by JY Park. Say what you want to about JYP, but damn does he know how to make a good retro song. 89, Not a Friend by Sworn. This isn't K-pop, but she's a former K-pop idol, so I thought I would include it, because this is so Destiny's Child coded and it's not even funny and I'm obsessed. 88, Stranger by Sunmi. Sure, this is 3 songs not even trying to hide in a trench coat, but it's 3 great songs, so I don't care. Mixed pop hit of the year for all I care. 87, Killer by Key. Synthwave is my weakness and Key is so smooth. 86, Work Cry by N-Team. Now this is some dark epic shit. I love this style and they ate this up. 85, Nugadum by Craxy. This is the best Nooger song about being a Nooger song. Queens. Craxy deserves more love. 84, Karma by Black Swan. This one is such a bop, y'all. If the production was a tad better, this would easily be a 5. 83, One More Time by BB Girls, formerly Brave Girls. Only BB Girls and Kara can do disco like this, and I am all here for it. 82, Perfume by NCT Jaejeong. This is so smooth. I love SM songs so much. 81, Air Force One by Odd Eye Circle. Da 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 da. 80, 2X by Taeyeon. I don't think Taeyeon has ever released a bad song, and that's really impressive. 79, Forbidden Midnight by III. The whole AI face thing was weird, but the song is such a bop. I didn't know I wanted to hear a K-pop group interpolate in the Hall of the Mountain King, but here we are. I hope their next song is just as good, and they show their real faces next time. 78, Shoko by Red Velvet. This will be on Halloween playlist for many years to come. 77, Rattata by Eiley featuring Lil Cherry. Eiley is undisputably the queen of K-pop vocals, period, and this song is so hype, I am obsessed. 76, New Emotions by Infinite. This is how you do an anti-drop. I'm so happy Infinite is back to show the newer boy groups how it's done. 75, Hard by Shiny. Taemin rapped and I lost my mind. Also, the bridge is godly. Get well soon, Onu. 74, Drama by aespa. It's not the best aespa song, it's not the worst aespa song, but it's the most aespa song of all time. It's also their darkest song, and I think that's cool. That high note on the last chorus broke my brain.
Everything is cool when you're part of the team. Everything is awesome when we live a dream.
73, In the Mood by Wheein. Wheein is one of the best vocalists in K-pop, and yet she makes everything sound so effortless. That takes a special kind of talent. 72, Jump by P1 Harmony. I never knew I would like a fucking P1 Harmony song this much, but here we are. I guess this is Slap House or something. I'm not even really sure, but it's such a banger. I don't care. If that chorus doesn't get you moving, I don't know what will. 71, Picture by Hyo. This is Hyo's best song and a perfect example of how reggaeton beats can work with the right singer. This is hot. 70, Oh Circle by Onu. Onu can get away with making ballads because this song is so unique and his voice is godly. 69, Cream Soda by EXO. EXO ended up at 69, how about that? This song is pretty sexy, I must say. They are so back, y'all. We don't talk about Don't Fight the Feeling. 68, Bubble by Stacey. This right here is proof that I don't hate cute songs when they're executed well. That video game sense is perfect, and Stacey ate up this concept. It just makes me happy. 67, Primrose by Primrose. This is the biggest gap between tiers for any one group, and it's hard to believe that this was their debut and they went on to make the atrocity that was Laffy Taffy. Anyway, Primrose is such a unique song. It's got a very dark vibe, and I am digging so hard with slayful vocals and a really cool anti-drop chorus with that clattering percussion in the second half, really driving the urgency. Great stuff. 66, Hold On Tight by aespa. aespa made a Sunwave song for the Apple original Tetris movie that I heavily interpolates the Tetris theme, and it's awesome. Who would have thought? I knew I said I wasn't including film OSTs, but you all need to know that this exists. 65, Freedom by Ju Honey. This is the definition of anthemic. 64, Hagen by Auguste. Apparently Suga is retiring the August D moniker after this album came out. I'm sure he'll be releasing more solo music as Suga or under his real name after he's out of the military, but it won't be the same. August D was such a great persona, and what a note to go out on. This feels like the culmination of everything August D has done so far, and it's glorious. 63, Beautiful Liar by Monsta X. A genuinely great boy group song, and from Monsta X, no less, a group I'm usually pretty lukewarm on, but I don't know what it is with this one, it just hits. I think it's mainly the chorus. It's very hot and dangerous. 62, Phantom by Wavy. And this is their best song since Turn Back Time. Great stuff. I'm obsessed with the dark sweeping theatrics on this one. 61, Unforgiven by LE SSERAFIM and Nile Rodgers. Banger. No one is doing it like LE SSERAFIM. I'm very excited for their comeback soon. 60, Love Me Like This by NMIXX. I can excuse this jazzy little number for not being mixed pop because this is such a banger. The guitars in the second half of the chorus, the explode line, Lily Morrow, Jiwa's rap, that gorgeously layered pre-chorus, Lily Morrow, the ad-libs in the second chorus, the godly bridge, that high note, show them how it's done, Lily. 59, My Way by Trends. The dark horse of this list that somehow snuck its way into the top 60. This is a great drum and bass banger, and I really love that synth line on the chorus. It's so hype. 58, Zoom Zoom by aespa. This was a random OST, but I wanted to include it because it has a complexual breakdown. Which I don't hear very often, so that's cool. aespa always slays, even on their throwaway projects. 57, Blank Effects by Park Ji-hoon. I know I go hard on male soloists, but I'll definitely keep my eye on Ji-hoon. This is a style that I like that's hard to pull off, and he mostly gets there, which is good enough for me. 56, Keeping the Fire by EXIN. Yes! Give me that headache! Yes! 55, Rising by S.S. Biggest grower of the year outside of Cherry Talk. I wasn't hot on this one at first, but looking back on this, was I deaf? That breakdown after the chorus is chef's kiss. 54, Like It by Secret Number. Easily their best song, and it sounds so hype, I don't even care about the cringy lyrics. This came out during the Everglow drought, and it did a lot for me. 53, Fearless by Rolling Quartz. Sometimes I just need some good chick rock. Slade. 52, The Feeling by SHINee. The Feeling is such an ethereal, beautiful, and potent song that expresses the bittersweet beauty of feeling and healing, and I put Designer above it. 51, Designer by VAV. Take up on me, you look sexy, my designer. Truly the lyric of all time. 50, It's Okay by Roark. Thank you for showing me it's okay. The end of the year is a hard time for me, and this song wrapped me like a warm blanket. The video is beautiful as well. Please check it out if you're not feeling so good. 49, Sugar Rush Ride by TXT. What do you mean you don't like the whistling? That's the best part. No one is doing it like TXT. 48, Time to Shine by Haki. The second gen vibes are overflowing with this one, and it just makes me so happy. 47, Crush by Zero Base One. ZB1 is easily the most exciting group to come out of the 5th gen so far, and their hype is completely justified. My favorite part is that weird noisy thing in the first half of the chorus before it becomes a drum and bass song. This is so cool. 46, Bouncy K-Hot Chili Peppers by ATEEZ. Didn't know they could make it such an unserious dick anthem and make it slap so hard. The power of ATEEZ, ladies and gentlemen. 45, Siren by iChillin'. Easily their best song, and quenched my thirst in the Everglow drought. I will always be grateful for that. 44, Queen Card by G-Idol. Like moving MIDI hot? Do you want to slow them down and make them bouncy? 43, Like Crazy by Jimin. Synthwave is my weakness. 42, Ditto by NewJeans. I already talked about this on my best list, so I'll refer you over to that video since this video is long enough. 41, Rewind by Yuju. She makes it so effortless. I love the drop so much. It may not be played, but this is still great. 40, The Flash by Kwon Yoonbi. Yoonbi hasn't missed yet. Also, is that the sample from Maypink's Dilemma? I know it's a common sample, I just want someone to answer this. 39, Halazia by ATEEZ. This is one of their best songs and certainly one of their most hype. The synth on the second half of the chorus is great, as is the rap, but I'm mostly obsessed with that drum and bass final chorus immediately followed by the hardstyle breakdown. Their songs shouldn't work, but they always do. Maniac by Vivis. I knew Vivis had a great song in them, and Maniac is just that song. The chorus melody is so infectious, the girls sound great, and the song is the perfect blend of dark and sultry. More of this, please. 37, I Am by I. I also talked about this one in the best list, so check out the number 7 segment. 36, Dawn by Kim Woo-suk. I think Woo-suk is the only male soloist from a 4th Gen besides maybe Woods, who I'm actually excited for releases from. BTS members and Key don't count. And yeah, 3/4 time, sultry vocals, right level of sinisterness, breathy pre-chorus. This song has it all. I only had an even better song to compare it to. 35, Allergy by G-Idol. Tears. 34, You and Me by Jennie. The 2018 nostalgia is so real, and I'm so glad she got to release this before leaving YG. The rap breakdown is so fun too. Can't wait for her album. 33, The Business by Taemin. I need to find which one of the 7 credited writers came up with this idea for this beat, because they need a big raise, and honestly Taemin is the only person who can pull these lyrics off, let's be for real. 32, Spicy by aespa. This might be their best title track. They did it, they finally topped Black Mamba. This should be taught in the Summer Song 101 class. 31, Amnesia by VIXX. VIXX is back? 2023 truly was crazy, and yeah, show them how it's done. Even as a trio, they're slaying. This is the dark and themic stuff I love so much. 30, Psycho by June. I did not expect June from 17 to make such an interesting and dark song. Hoshi had a song called Spider, but this song has a beat that gives me vibes of a spider. I'm not sure why. June embodies the theme well, and his voice reminds me a lot of Jimin, but he's probably a better singer. But damn, the beat is so good. The breakdown is great as well. I'm not even mad that this is short. I want more. 29, Set Me Free Part 2 by Jimin. And speaking of Jimin, I know you guys seem to hate this one, and I get why. The auto-tune is awkward, and Jimin rapping is odd, but when the production is this hype and he sounds this liberated, I don't even care. The choreography is also insanely cool. Go check it out if you haven't. 28, Agassi by Soojin. She's back, and she made the dark mystical song that G-Idol haven't made since WA. Funny how that works, since the structure is very Teddy, but the vibes are so different. Soojin is elegant, and it shows here. I love everything about this song, honestly. I'm just thrilled that Soojin is back, to be honest. Not on my 2023 bingo card, but I am so happy she proved me wrong. 27, I Want That by G-Idol. That pre-chorus is godly, and the anti-drop works so well. Their vocals are great throughout the song. The raps are effortless, and the bridge with Mion's high note gives me chills every time. He was surprisingly really good, for sure. 26, Chasing That Feeling by TXT. Synthwave is my weakness, and TXT is awesome, but Growing Pain was robbed. Top 5 song of the year for me, for sure. 25, In Bloom by Zero Base One. Thank God that 5th Gen boy groups don't all sound noisy and bland. This is so fresh with its combination of drum and bass with synth pop, and the guys sound fantastic. This is gonna go down as one of the best debut songs ever, I think. Firework by Team. Man, they sure do know the way straight to my heart. This is incredibly euphoric and just makes me so happy. 23, Slay by Everglow. I'm so happy they're back, and this is exactly what I wanted them to come back with. Now, don't neglect us for another 2 years, Yuhua. 22, Invincible by Triple S. I think I'm realizing I just really love drum and bass. Anyway, this also sounds like it uses the Dilemma sample, but sped up to fit the fast tempo of the song. This one is just so ethereal and dreamy. It reminds me a lot of Luna, and that's great. 21, Fact Check by NCT 127. This is their first song. This is their best song since Superhuman. I'm not sure why this one works so well for me, but it's just a bop. All the elements come together perfectly, and NCT sound like they actually want to be there, unlike with Ayo. I'm also obsessed with the rap bridge and high note. More of this, please. 20, Standing Next to You by Jungkook. is already on rotation at my work and I couldn't be happier. Why was this not a bigger hit in the US exactly? Is everyone still ruined from Uptown Funk overplay? I think I might like this even more than Uptown Funk. It also gives me Weekend vibes, like The Weeknd and Bruno Mars had a baby. Jungkook sounds amazing, and the dance break was godly. I think when he gets back from the military, he will become a crazy popular soloist. I mean, I know BTS will have a comeback too, but I'm sure we'll get more solo projects. 19, Wicked Love by Yena. I wasn't expecting to love a Yena song this much, but this type of spoopy music with those strong chords, relatable lyrics, and Yena's selling it so well. I am so here for this. 18, Super by 17. When 17 hits for me, they really hit. And this was one of those times. That drop is so good and scratches my ADHD brain perfectly, and the second half of the chorus is so hype. The ending where they sing over the drop, perfection. 17, Sweet Juice by Purple Kiss. Sex. 16, Amygdala by Auguste. This is how you use autotune correctly. I love the rap rock vibe of the instrumental, and when that chorus drops, it hits so hard. I can really feel the pain in his voice and what he's trying to convey. And 15, Moonshower by Nell. Just a damn good rock song. If you hate pop and you're watching this for some reason, check out Nell. 14, Journey by Woods. His voice is incredible with those high notes. The song is so beautiful. I have to stand him now. By the way, Amnesia will probably rank very high on next year's list, just saying it now. 13, Eve Psyche and the Bluebeard's Wife by LE SSERAFIM. Song of the year as far as I'm concerned. This one was truly inescapable for a while on KTube and Kinsta, and for good reason. The hook is legendary. 12, Space by Apokee. I never would have guessed that Apokee would release one of the best songs of the year. Synthwave is my weakness, all that, but oh my gosh, that drop is just so good. Her vocals are so good, and the vibes. This song feels so timeless. 11, La 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 by Stray Kids. Easily their best title track, and it's not even close. It's noisy in the best way. It takes an underlying Jersey club beat and puts like 5 million layers on it, and makes it hype as hell party song that will go down as one of the best K-pop songs of the decade. 10, GODS by NewJeans. This is a NewJeans song for fucking League of Legends, which has no right to be this good, but I don't care. This is godly. They finally get to really show off their vocals, and the instrumental is just so hype. I love this. 9, Double Down by East Shine. This group is extremely unknown, and considering how small my channel is, I feel weird promoting them, but please check them out. They seem really talented, and this song is the bop of the generation. I instantly got Rookie Shiny vibes off these guys, and I only wish the best for them going forward. I'm actually scared they'll disband since they're such a small group, so please support them. 8, I Do by G-Idol. Those blocky synths and the pop rock vibe of the chorus combine to make a sublime instrumental that the girls ride perfectly. One thing I love about G-Idol is how distinct all their voices are, and they sound amazing on this. The lyrics are simple post-breakup denial, but they sell the emotion of it so well. This song is so beautiful and close to being an all-timer for me. 7, Sage by FT Island. I'm not sure what clicked so much about Sage for me. Maybe it's the 6/8 time signature, maybe it's the emotion in the vocals, maybe it's the harmonies, maybe it's how that chorus drops, but the song is 5 minutes and 15 seconds, and in the TikTok area, that's incredible. It also doesn't waste a second of runtime. This song makes me feel some things, that's for sure. Number 6, OOTD by Dreamcatcher. Dreamcatcher is my alt group, and I was into OOTD instantly with its infectious bassline, 2-part chorus, lyrics and videos satirizing an image-focused industry and owning the villain persona, perfect vocals as always, that amazingly epic 2-part pre-chorus, the countdown to the drop, Sia and ad-libbing all over the bridge, the final chorus with those smooth vocals. I could go on, but I think you get it. I'm obsessed. 5, Topper Cliff by Kim Sejong. I had never even heard of former IOI/Gugudan member and actress Kim Sejong until this year, but I am so glad I checked out her debut album Door and its single Topper Cliff. I'm obviously not going to show the video here, but it features a very graphic video with lots of blood in it. She talks about fighting oneself and pushing away negative thoughts amidst a constant wave of self-deprecation. And the 3/4 time song builds and builds, that wood synth gets louder, and just when you think the song's going to end, it comes in for a final chorus with the synths in full force and her amazing vocals coming through strong. It's an epic and dark song that ends on a triumphant note. Don't need a favor. Four, Either Way by IVE. I watched a video explaining this song in video, and I was nearly crying by the end of it. I've always liked the song with its dreamy synths, smooth emotive vocals, soothing cadence, and ethereal vibes, but once I found out the meaning, I felt it so much more. The video features the girls growing up and moving out, trying to carve a place for themselves in a world that is against them. As idols, they receive a lot of unfair hate, and the video shows that the journey isn't even close to over. The song feels bittersweet and triumphant at the same time, saying that it doesn't matter what others say. If they love or hate you, you're good. You have to live your life. And the last few years of my life have been extremely tumultuous, and now that I'm 21, adulthood is hitting me like a ton of bricks. Growing up is scary but exciting, and figuring out how to move forward with your life, no matter what people say about you, is such an important message that I need it right now. Amazing. 3. Welcome to My World by aespa and Novice. This might be one of the best sounding songs I've ever heard. For those who don't know, aespa has a storyline where they reside in the metaverse and serve a goddess-like AI named Novice. In this song, they are coming to the real world, or my world, as their fans are called Mice, and seeing the earth in all its wonders from nature to cityscapes all at once. The song starts very soft and builds in intensity as it goes on, featuring ad-lib vocals from Novice, who is shown to be watching over them and reside in the girls' phones. The bridge is so gorgeous, and when those strings hit, chills down my spine. It's so beautiful and ethereal. It makes me realize that there is still beauty in the world that I've come to hate so much. Number 2, Bon Voyage by Dreamcatcher. And speaking of songs about nature, well, Dreamcatcher's storyline involves them failing to save the Earth from climate change and leaving it to let nature heal itself, and Bon Voyage is about leaving something you love, but looking forward with optimism. The song manages to be both bittersweet and extremely euphoric, starting off very soft and kicking into a full anime OST for the chorus, and yeah, the thing I'm leaving behind is my childhood, my stolen adolescence, and like I said, growing up is scary but very exciting as the last chorus kicks in. And for me, aside from a song sounding perfect, this hit me extremely hard in what was probably the most transformative year of my life. Things are moving in a positive direction, but sometimes I'm scared of what I might be leaving behind. But Bon Voyage is about the beauty of letting go, which is something I've always struggled with. And this song was locked at my number 1 for the longest time. But I think you all know what's coming. Number 1. Guilty by Taemin. I'll go much more in depth on this in the video essay I'm planning to release later this year, but Taemin and I, well, we have history, and I've never connected to another artist the way I have to him. Guilty is quite possibly his best song. Advice makes the competition hard, with its 3/4 times signature, string swells, dark calculated beat, ad-libs, chilling bridge, and those vocals in the final chorus. To think that this kid was labeled tone deaf, obviously Taemin being a world-famous K-pop idol and me being a YouTuber with less than 500 subscribers, means we have very different lives, but we both had to grow up too quickly. The lyrics of a song about a toxic ex are recontextualized by Taemin in combination of the cinematic masterpiece that is the music video to make a commentary about how teenage Taemin was chewed up and spit out by the K-pop industry, constantly molded into the image of what they wanted and unable to live his truth. The video features a forbidden relationship in the dormitory setting. He thought he had escaped his trauma as an adult, being able to take more agency of his image, but was re-traumatized with how he was stalked in the military, as the second verse and chorus shows, the bridge shows him gripping onto his own leg, causing it to bleed, and then holding on to an older man, possibly representing Stockholm Syndrome within the K-pop industry. The car that is featured prominently in the video probably belongs to someone who hurt him, and in the end of the bridge, he burns it and finally frees himself from his trauma. I had a traumatic adolescence due to personal experiences, religious trauma, deconstruction, and losing a parent, while having a therapist who didn't get me an autism referral when I asked, and coming to terms with being misdiagnosed with OCD for years. And I was re-traumatized in college after a horrible breakup and an even worse living situation where I was constantly bullied and accused of things I didn't do. The circumstances may be different, but one thing I can say is that trauma makes you guilty for things that aren't your fault, and I see the struggle here. But it ends on a triumphant note with the recontextualization of the chorus line, "I can walk like this, talk like this, play like this, oh no, no, no," which I see as him taking control of his destiny and image. He's not been promoted well, and SM is hesitant with the whole world tour thing, as well as the Gaio and DDA incident. I think such a bold career move must have cost him some favor with his label, and they don't want to promote him because it's self-incriminating for them, and hey, Kakao has shares in SM and just fired most of the executive board, so what will happen remains to be seen. If the company falls apart, I hope everyone is compensated fairly and makes it out okay, and if not, I hope they get their shit together, and from a management perspective, because seriously, fuck SM for so many reasons. Woo! That was a long list. I'm super grateful to those of you who stuck it out to the end. Everything will be in the description. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you liked the video. Engagement helps the algorithm a lot, and this took me forever to make. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!